14th stage, and we're looking at a solo breakaway now.
By one of the Brianzoli team riders.
That's Giuliani.
Giuliani out in front with a very determined effort at this point. The field perhaps not too concerned with his breakaway, as he is not one of the contenders on general classification. And here we have a solid-looking chase group that wants to make Giuliani's effort unsuccessful. He is, however, getting ever closer to the finish line.
They're 5 kilometers from the finish right now.
And a 50-second advantage for Giuliani.
This is Tommy Prim.
Visentini and Lamond again. These two watching each other very closely throughout the event thus far. Visentini, number 22, there in the center of the screen. Greg LeMond there. And they have yet to be heard from in this race in terms of overall lead. Visentini currently third, 1 minute and 31 seconds behind the leader Cerrone in general classification with 7 stages to go.
Here we got Chioccioli, the guy that I mentioned earlier that is very similar to Coppi, even in physical appearance.
And here's Cerrone trying to minimize his losses, if you will, to Visentini, trying to keep him close.
This is Martin Earley. He's another Irish rider. Looks more like a college professor or something than a rider.
Fellow running along with a water bottle, just avoiding a motorcycle at the last moment.
Earley has that Fignon look, you know, with the
very professorial.
Yeah, thinning hair, small glasses.
Here's Cerrone has taken matters into his own hands by riding at the front of the peloton.
And Moser on his wheel now. Moser has got his teammate up front, so he's not contributing to the motion here.
And here's Visentini and Lamond, their little group.
There's an interesting thing here. If you notice Visentini and the Carrera team, they have Peugeot on their shorts. The reason why is because the Carrera team bought Roche from the Peugeot team. And part of the exchange, or part of the compensation, was not just monetary, but it was an agreement that the Carrera team, in spite of the fact that they use Bataillon bicycles, they would continue to use Peugeot on their shorts. One of those compromises that are arrived at after long hours of negotiation. So you have an incongruity here. You got a short that says Peugeot, yet all the riders in the Carrera team are using Bataillon bicycles.
So this little breakaway group beginning to get back together. Tommy Prim there, number 146, coming up behind Lamond, Visentini, and the rest. And there's Cerrone and Moser, the two Italian rivals.
There's Corti at the tail end here, losing a little bit of terrain. And again, as you mentioned before, Cerrone is trying to minimize his losses. And he did a remarkable job in this stage, because he did minimize the losses. It could have been a lot more serious than it was. And he certainly did not get any assistance.
Here's Martin Earley.
Earley winning the stage, 6 hours and 17 minutes. .37
kilometers an hour. Now the the race essentially for second place, Visentini and Lamond. Or I guess for third and fourth, actually. Here's second, or fourth and fifth. Here's second and third crossing the line, 19 seconds in arrears.
Giuliani and Chosas. In essence, what happened here is that Earley caught Giuliani and passed him.
And Visentini and Lamond finishing in turn fourth and fifth, nearly a half minute behind the winner of the stage. But the significant thing here is that Visentini and Lamond have both picked up some time, at least, on Cerrone, who has been back there trying to keep the time lost to a minimum. There's Cerrone's group coming in then at 47 seconds, so that would be a net of approximately 20 seconds behind Visentini and Lamond.
Plus, Visentini also, by virtue of fourth place, picked up some bonus time.
So that'll make some changes on the general classification. Martin Earley in replay here, winning the stage. And there he is, sharing the podium with the overall leader, Cerrone. Cerrone has had certainly more than his share of moments in that spotlight up there on the award stage. Every day that he is the race leader, he receives a new bouquet and a new jersey.